Hi, everybody. It's day 10 of the 30-day video challenge. And today I want to talk about my dives because I had two very interesting dives today. Uh, and this was a first for me, both above land and below land. I have never gone hunting before. I have never desired to do that, and I was invited by a group of people here to join them hunting lionfish. And if you recall from an earlier video, lionfish are an invasive species here in Cozumel. They were brought in from Indonesia, and there are no local predators that typically kill these fish. And so they have grown out of control in the area. And so there's basically a general mandate to eliminate them whenever possible. And so this group of divers decided they were going to go on a lionfish hunt. And I was honored with an invitation. So, stroking my ego a little bit with that because I guess they felt that my diving techniques were at par with them, and everybody thought that I have been diving for decades. Due to my age, I'd imagine, but also because I guess I have very quickly learned really good buoyancy control, and my breath work has been really on point as well. I personally have been feeling quite impressed with my performance underwater. So um, so that was good. I did yesterday's dive wasn't quite so successful. I had trying to keep myself horizontal. I really arched my back really hard and wrenched this knot into my lower back, and I had this lump of muscle. Oh God, it was so hard. It was so painful. Last night, I almost canceled on this trip, but I didn't. I persevered. I stretched. I massaged as best I could myself. I laid on the floor. I rolled around, trying to squish that lump of meat in me into a smooth patty. And I did successfully enough that I was able to get up and walk around without too much pain. Laying down, not so much, but walking around, I was doing just fine. So I decided to go ahead and go diving with the group, and so there it was. Now we use these things called pole spear, which is basically an elastic band that you stretch and hold on to the spear, and then you let go, and it shoots out and stabs whatever it is you were pointing it at. Hopefully, you had good aim. But getting back to the whole concept of everyone was really surprised when I told them that I started diving in December. That's the first time I ever got uh, open water certification. And last week was the first time I got my advanced diver and my deep diver certifications. And the dive guide that uh, that was leading this expedition, she was totally blown away that I am a newbie. And that felt good to receive that. But in any case, so we go down and we're rolling about 100 feet or so. I think on average, we were at 80 feet. And so the first dive, I did spot some lionfish, but my pole spear technique was inadequate, and I wasn't able to bag any wasn't able to bag any lionfish. Um, The second dive, however, was a little bit more shallow. We stayed around 70 feet or so, and there I caught one that I was able to put into the container, um, and one that I pretty sure I killed, but wasn't able to pull it out because it wedged itself up underneath some coral, and I just didn't want to damage the coral to pull it out. So that's the murdering that I did today, and I strangely enjoyed doing that, diving and pole spearing. It was fun. It was fun. And hearing those words come out of my mouth while I'm considering, that I'm killing something, it's a strange feeling because, uh, intellectually, I abhor the notion of killing, and yet here it is. I volunteered to do this, and then I enjoyed the effort. Um, it brought a whole new level of something to do under the water, besides just looking around. Now, of course, I could buy myself a camera and take pictures, and I will probably very much do that. But as long as there's a need to clear out these creatures that are not here as part of the ecosystem, and that's something that's going to get done, I'm going to participate in that. And so I was enjoying it, and I plan on doing it again. So that was my dives today, um, and that was pretty much all I did today, other than coming home and making myself some food. I had all my veggies, lentil beans, and quinoa stew that I like to make, and I made a bunch of it so that I don't have to sit there and cook it each and every single time I want some. I have a pot with a lid, and I can throw it in the fridge, and it'll be good for a couple of days. So there's enough in there for a couple of days worth of food. And so that is day 10. So thank you very much for coming along. I appreciate you guys, and by all means, if you have any comments or suggestions, I still look forward to hearing from somebody at some point. Uh, I have actually received some messages from one particular person, um, but it would be nice to maybe get a request for a conversation. That would feel good to receive that. So I highly recommend you doing so, and I will do what I can to answer your question and dive into the topic of your choice. So that's it. Thank you very much. Bye bye.